Do not adjust your screen. Do not adjust your screen. You are not buffering. This is just simply what all of you looked like yesterday when I said, hey, guys, write me a rough draft on the Andrew Jackson paper, right? Yeah, old Andrew Jackson, that very volatile character that we're doing research on here in 8th grade. But no, yesterday when I said write, you kind of buffered, right? Buffering. Now, here's the thing, right? Once I broke it down to you, and rather than say, you're going to write 20 sentences on Andrew Jackson all hour today. No. I gave you a piece of paper, and I said, write 5 sentences, what you know about Andrew Jackson. Man, some of you were going nuts, right? And other people were like, I got nothing. Some of you were still buffering, but that's okay, all right? When we broke it down, though, at the end of the class, a lot of you got your 20 sentences. Whereas, if I would have told you to write 20 sentences, you probably might not have gotten the quality that you did when you broke it down and systematically approached it. Okay, and that's a lot of the stuff I want to talk to you about today. As promised, I have handed you back your rough drafts that you worked on yesterday. Pencil and paper. I know the old school teachers out there appreciate that one. We did not use any AI generating text things, right? Man, I'll tell you what, just for a little backstory, and I'm not going to call anybody out, but you know who you are. I caught a student the other day. I was asking them to do a writing response. This was a few weeks back about George Washington. Just a character study. What do you know about George Washington? Would you vote for him if you could vote in the elections? And as I saw my students feverishly working, I noticed that one lovely young lady in the back had her phone out. And so I stealthily walked to the back, and I expected to see Snapchat or TikTok. But no, what did I see? A massive, what appeared to be text message to my old eyes. But no, my friends, it was an AI-generated response. And I realized the rug had been pulled out from underneath me. And I didn't want to accuse all my students of this, but how many of them are doing this? And I didn't know. I felt betrayed. I didn't even feel angry. And I played it off. I didn't make a big deal about it, but I'll tell you what, it got my attention. So that's why you guys had to write a paper yesterday on pencil and paper, to prove to yourself that you don't need an adult, you don't need AI, you don't need your friends, you don't need to copy off the person next to you. It's all here. And if you break it down systematically, you can do it. So when you're writing this paper, eventually you're going to be citing your sources. Hey, couple of things though. Got to beware of the narrative. That's everywhere, right? Bias is everywhere. I used to think bias was a bad word. We did a training not that long ago where I was asked point blank, do you use bias as a teacher? And I'm like, no, not me, man. I'm open-minded. I am accepting of everybody. I go out of my way to be down the middle, right? I don't teach you guys what to think. I don't want you to think like me. God forbid. I want you to think for yourself, right? I'm so unbiased, I thought. And after going through a 2-hour training, it was not what I was biased going into the training. I thought I was going to learn how narrow-minded I was. No, not at all. Bias is not a bad word. We're all biased. We all have opinions. We all have feelings. It's like when I've taken the globe and put the globe in the center of the classroom, and everybody in the room looks at the globe that's in the middle of the room. We all see a globe, but all of us have different things in our way, right? There may be some tall kid, right? Or a short kid, or like 4 people in front of you, and you got to kind of like alter your point of view to see that. And some people over here are looking at Europe, whereas people on the other side of the room are looking at Asia. We're all looking at a globe, but we're seeing it from different perspectives. That's what a narrative is. That's what bias is. You just need to be aware of it. All right. And when you're citing your sources, a great place to look, there's literally tons of opportunities. There's MLA and APA. There's websites. There's also on Microsoft Academic, and the link is here provided and in your notes, a great academic tool to help you cite your scholarly sources. Now, on that piece of paper that's provided there, on your desk. I want you to take a look at that, okay? And you know what? I'll go ahead and move myself out of the way a little bit here because, well, let me just go right over there. Okay. Now, oops, wrong piece of paper. Look at that. Well, that's yesterday's writing prompt. How about that? Man, I'm firing on all cylinders right now. That's the one. There it is. All right, we see it now. Now, we'll go through most of this stuff as a class together. But for now, let me just go ahead and yoink. That's fun, isn't it? Now, on that piece of paper that you have, look at the bottom, all right? Your essay is going to be worth 30 points. 25 of those points are your actual essay itself. I need an intro paragraph. I need 3 body paragraphs, and I need a conclusion paragraph. Each of those paragraphs is going to be worth 5 points. 5 times 5, 25. Where are the other 5 points coming from? Well, your 3 scholarly sources that are cited properly. And of course, did you use complete sentences and your own thoughts? Those will be worth 2 points as well. All right. Now, I'm going to kick it back to myself in the classroom here, and then you guys can ask all your questions. I can answer most of them, and we'll continue on with our project. Until next time, good luck, and may the force be with you. Cite your sources.